Hi everyone, this is Lorraine. So today I am officially 15 weeks, 2 days pregnant. I meant to do this video a couple days ago, but I just didn't actually get a chance to sit down and do it until right this moment. So, since my last video, I mentioned that I had gone to the doctor at 14 weeks and everything looked pretty good. I don't know if I technically have a subchorionic hemorrhage anymore or not, because when I talked to my doctor, the specialist, she never said the words subchorionic hemorrhage when she discussed it with me again. She just said I had a pocket full of basically like old blood still in there. So I'm not sure technically if I have a subchorionic hemorrhage still or not. I would assume that I kind of do, but she just kept referring to it as a pocket full of fluid that needs to back into my body or it will come out. Well, a couple days after that appointment, I woke up and I went to the restroom and all of this dark fluid came out in the toilet, and then when I wiped it was dark brown, so that's always relieving when it's not bright red. And I actually felt really good about that because it seems like a significant amount of it, and it seemed like maybe that is what I wanted to happen. Not 100% sure, but she told me it was going to come out, and so it coming out a couple days after I spoke to her made me feel really good. And I think after that day I wiped and there was no more brown discharge after that point. Probably gonna still have more stuff coming out, and my next appointment with her isn't until the beginning of February. So I don't know. I'm still nervous. I'm still nervous, but I felt like that was a good sign that all of that brown stuff came out. It was like dark, super dark. Probably too much information, but that felt good. Other than that happening, which was kind of significant, cravings, which I don't know if I mentioned them in my previous video or not, but I'd mentioned them in at least my 8-week video. I know that. But cravings, I was only wanting things that were like bread, cheese, sandwich kind of things, like heavy carb oriented items. And also before that was like also oranges and orange juice. So I still like all of those things, but I now am able to eat like a salad if I want to. Other things like different fruits and everything are sounding really good. So I'm not stuck in this rut where only bread and cheese sound appealing. Also, Bloody Mary mix, like I tried to get V8, it's not the same. Bloody Mary mix, just over ice, so good. I love that right now. Love that right now. But with my pregnancy with my son, I really didn't believe in cravings. I really thought people just used cravings as an excuse because they wanted to kind of just eat whatever they wanted to eat. But after experiencing them, now I feel kind of bad that I didn't believe you if you said you had cravings. I just didn't. But this pregnancy I have them, so I can relate now. My all-day nausea, like from the moment I woke up to the moment I went to bed, ended at 14 weeks, 5 days. And I noticed it at that day that all of the nausea was gone. I'm like, oh, this is kind of interesting. And then the next day it was all gone again. So from that point forward thus far, I have had no more nausea. I think that has a lot to do with being in the second trimester, but it makes me nervous because when I experience those symptoms, I feel like everything is progressing as it should. And I know that everything is progressing as it should because I had a ultrasound right at 14 weeks, which is the beginning of the second trimester, but it still makes me so nervous. It just makes me really nervous that I don't have these symptoms anymore. Another thing is when I lay down at night, I feel like I can feel a little bit of movement. I don't know if it's just gas or if it's actually movement. I don't really know. I feel like it's kind of could be movement. So that's really cool, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't feel it at all during the day, but if I'm like laying really nicely at nighttime before I'm going to bed, I feel like these little like, I don't know, they feel like little movements inside, so that's pretty cool. I did also, I've debated whether or not to get one of those handheld Dopplers that you can hear the baby's heartbeat. I really don't want to, just because I think I drive myself crazy, but I know that it gives people peace of mind to have one, but I really don't think I'm going to get one. So I looked on my phone at different apps that you could buy, and I ended up getting an app that was a Doppler. It's called My Baby Beat. And supposedly you push this like play button and you press, it says it's best if you put it in airplane mode. So I've done that, where I put it on airplane mode, and when I'm laying down in the bed, I've gone and hit the play button. Let's see. And see, right now, that's like where it is right now. So I don't know how accurate it is, but like if you go in your chest, you hear the noise. It doesn't sound like necessarily like a heartbeat kind of thing. So I don't know, but I've put it on my belly and I see the heartbeat thing. It moves on my belly. It doesn't move on my thighs because I've checked like different areas. Except I'm putting it right in the middle of my stomach right now, and it could be because I'm talking, but it's doing a lot of movement, so I don't know how accurate this is. But after I lost the nausea, I felt kind of like I would like to have something. I'm thinking that maybe next week I might go to an elective ultrasound. I don't know, I feel like it would kind of ease my mind, just since the nausea has subsided at this point, just to be able to go and see. And you can start doing the elective ultrasounds at 16 weeks at the place that I looked up online. So I don't know whether or not I'll do it, but that thought has crossed my mind. And the last thing that I thought I'd mention is that I bought 2 pairs of maternity leggings from David Lerner. They were on sale on Destination Maternity, and so I ordered a pair because it was like 30% off, and I got them in the mail and they ended up being like kind of coated. They're the ones that I'm wearing right now. But I tried them on and I really liked them, and I bought the extra small in them just because I really wanted to buy a small in them, because I don't think I'm an extra small at the moment. However, when I got them and I tried them on and everything, they fit really well. And I think that's a lot to do with maternity clothing running pretty large. It runs large. So if you're really a tiny person and you want to buy maternity clothes, I think it'd be kind of difficult. Except jeans, however. Like, I wear a size 26 in jeans, and they're pretty accurate, the maternity jeans. So if you can like fit into, I think the smallest that they really sell is a 25 in maternity jeans, but they're pretty accurate. I just really like maternity pants. They feel so good and you just feel so comfortable, and I think that the way that they, I like only the kind that have the flap that go over the belly. I just feel like they shape the belly a little bit more so it starts to look more pregnant a lot quicker than if you're just wearing, like, I don't know, I just feel like it gives you that little extra shape. I just think that I feel so much better when I'm able to just feel comfortable. Like when I have jeans, I can still get on, but they're tight. You just feel so much better to put on these maternity pants, and they're comfy and they feel just good. And so you just feel better because you can wear, even though leggings aren't necessarily, a lot of people don't wear them as pants. I like them as pants on myself. I know it's not for everybody, but I like them. But maternity jeans, they feel good and you just feel so much better because, I don't know, I just feel like you feel better when you're dressed well. I don't think I'm looking anywhere near like, I don't think I'm looking completely pregnant yet. I think to people that wouldn't know, I think they would just think that I'm a little chunky. But I don't know, I just feel like it's starting to come around a little bit, and I think probably in the next 2 weeks it'll start to look like a pregnant belly tremendously. Probably not next week, but by 18 weeks, I think I'll look really pregnant, I think. That is it for now. If you have any questions, feel free to post them below. I'm going to attempt to do a belly shot for you all. But yeah, that's it. So if you have any questions, post them below, and I will see you all very soon. Goodbye.